ASMR channel, and I'm going to do a reading of my Salvis ex Travis Phelps fiction. I should add a few trigger warnings before I begin. I'm still learning, so yeah. The trigger warnings are self-harm, abuse mentions, yelling, panic attacks, self-destructive tendencies, anxiety, and depression. If any of this triggers you, then I would strongly advise you to click off the video and leave a request in the comments for something less triggering that I can write for you in specific to make it a little less triggering. With that out of the way, let's start the video. Sal's point of view. My alarm began to blare at 5 a.m. sharp. I slammed my hand down onto the alarm clock. Rolling out of bed seems to be taking far more effort than anticipated. I knew I shouldn't have stayed up last night. I swung my legs out of the bed as I hissed slightly in pain. The cuts from last night still hurt. I never really knew how to clean wounds, did I? I grabbed my mask and headed to the restroom to begin my day. I enter the restroom with a sigh as the lock clicks into place behind me on the door. I prefer waking up before Larry since he usually comes over in the morning so I can help him with his makeup. I splash my face with cold water, then I begin to remove my sleeping clothes to take a shower. I step into the shower, allowing the cold water to wash over my body. I looked down at my wrists, water running pink for a second before disappearing down the drain. What would my mom think? It didn't matter. She wasn't coming back. At least that's what my dad told me. I couldn't help but feel mad at him for being so harsh to me at a young age, yet there was always someone who had it worse than me in a way. I don't blame him for being mad at me. After all, I did get his wife, my mom, killed. The least I could do was have a good future ahead of me, which is why I need to ace all of my classes. I grab shampoo and work it through my hair, taking extra time. I can't let people think I'm depressed or unkept. I rinse, add conditioner, and finish washing up. My eyes flick to the pill bottle organizer. Twice a day, every day. Plus insomnia medications at night. God, my medications are a mess. I dry off, wash my face, or what's left of it. People think it's hard to look at me with my mask, but they couldn't begin to understand what it's like underneath. I brush my teeth as best as I can, which isn't much considering the huge hole in my cheek. Jeff the Killer look like on my face. Yeah. Lovely. I grab my prosthetic eyeball, placing it into my empty eye socket. I look up at my face in the mirror, grab my mask, and place it down. Looking at my electric blue hair cascading down my shoulders, still damp. Ponytails or no ponytails? I ask myself silently. Whatever, it's too much effort anyway. I place the mask onto my face and clasp the two leather straps around my head. I walk out of the restroom, still in a towel, into my room. I grab the same clothes I wear every day. My dark gray sweatshirt and my red ripped jeans. I make sure that my sleeves stay down, usually by wearing my gray sweatshirt that has thumb holes, but this one didn't have them. I grab the pair of scissors I used last night and cut 2 holes for my thumbs and my sleeves. Perfect. It's roughly about 6 a.m. Larry should be heading over any time now. I grab my makeup bag from under my bed. Simply black eyeshadow, mascara, eyeliner, and black lipstick. A knock on the door. Must be Larry. I walk over to the door and open it, but it's not Larry. Travis? He looks away. My eyes are widened as I notice the huge black eye he has. Hey, he says, his hands in his pockets, almost as if he doesn't know what to do with them. What happened? I ask, my voice trembling slightly. He tenses, seemingly holding back tears. I didn't have to ask. I could tell what happened. That fucking shithead. I pull Travis into my arms, letting him cry into my shoulder. It's okay to be weak, Travis. I never thought you were a bad person. You just need help. His fingers dig into my sweatshirt as his knuckles go white, his breathing shaking into a sob. Do you want to come inside? I asked, keeping my voice calm and welcoming. He nods slightly, pulling away to follow me to my room. I let him sit on my bed, and I sat next to him, placing my hand on his trembling one. Do you want to talk about it? Travis shakes his head. Okay. Have you eaten today? I know I have a habit of not eating. His eyes widen. He looks up at me. You notice that? He asked, his voice trembling, almost as if he was scared of me. Yeah, I did. You never eat unless it's bologna sandwich day. I shiver slightly at the thought of bologna. His eyes flicker to the various pills on my dresser and the prosthetic eyes. Are those yours? Which ones? The eyes, he stated. Oh, they're prosthetics, I state. It wasn't obvious one of my eyes wasn't real. Not really, Travis says as he looks down at his hands. How did it happen? He asks cautiously. I tense up slightly. A dog mauled my face. A clear lie. I'm so good at lying nowadays. It was hard for anyone to tell the truth from lying with me. That was a lie, Travis stated bluntly. My eyes widened for a minute. What? That was a lie, Travis repeated. How did you really thought I couldn't tell the lie from the truth? Well, I thought wrong, Salvis. I'm a liar myself, you know. He hesitates. But I won't force you to tell me what happened. I sigh. Thank you, Travis. I adjust my sleeves slightly, making sure they hide the cuts. Travis paused. He gently grabbed my wrist. I froze, yet for some reason I didn't try to pull away. He pulled up my sleeve and paused at the cuts. Tears began to well up in his eyes yet again. Sal. Yeah, I managed to say, my own voice trembling. He pulls me into his arms, hugging me tightly. Is there a reason you... he asked, his voice trailing off. I stayed silent. I pull away and unclasp my mask, looking up at him with my real face, not the mask. His eyes widen in awe when he sees my face. You're beautiful, he whispered, reaching up to cup my face in his hands. I am? My voice cracked and I let out a weak sob. No one's ever called me beautiful before. Travis nods. He seems to be hesitating about something. Travis? What's up? I asked, tilting my head slightly. He pulls me into a kiss. Travis's point of view. Oh God, I just kissed him. My mind races as I kiss him. When I pull away, we're both blushing messes. Travis! He stammered breathlessly. Yeah, Sallyface? I stammer as well. You just kissed me, he explained, turning a deep rouge. I did, I stated, then put my mask back into place, cocky and prideful. I did kiss you, Sallyface, I teased, smirking slightly, enjoying his flustered expression. The moment is interrupted by a knock on the door. Sal tenses, his eyes widening. Shit, that's Larry. I stare at the beautiful, curly, electric blue-haired boy in front of me. What? Every morning, usually around 6:30, Larry comes over to my house for help with his makeup. Larry wears makeup? I asked, tilting my head. Eyeliner and eyeshadow. You didn't notice? He states matter-of-factly. But the thing is, I didn't notice. I don't fuck with Larry. Keeps threatening to kill me, I state. I am kind of an asshole to you, so I get it, but threatening murder? Sal shrugs, grabbing his mask from the bed. Yeah, sounds like Larry, he mumbled. If you want, I can talk to him about it, he offered. I tensed a little. No, I don't think he'd appreciate much that I'm talking to you now. You'll be okay, Travis. Come on, follow me, he says, gently grabbing my hand and leading me to his kitchen. Cereal's in the top cabinet, bowls and utensils are next to it, he states. He begins to walk out. Make yourself at home, Travis. I sigh and open the cabinets to grab a cereal and a bowl. God, how long has it been since I've had an actual bowl of cereal? Or real food, for that matter. I hear some talking, most likely between Sal and Larry. I sit on the kitchen floor, silently eating the bowl of cereal in my lap. The sweetness of the milk and sugar combined in the cereal felt wrong, like a rule I shouldn't be breaking. I was never allowed to have sugar, but I didn't even like my own father. Why do I give one shit about his rules? If God actually loved everyone, then he'd still love me, even if I like a boy. I finish my cereal and stand up. Since when did my legs shake this badly? I peek out of the kitchen. Hey, Sally Face? I called, my voice trembling, feeling like I had a choker of thorns around my throat. Sal was talking with Larry. He turned to face me. Larry's eyes widened when he saw me. What the fuck, Sal? Larry whisper yelled to Sal. Language, Larry, and he's my friend. He's welcome whenever he pleases, Sal shot back. A friend who called you slurs and have hit you before, Larry stated loudly, glaring daggers at me. I did do that. I look away, still holding the cereal bowl in my hand. I hesitated. Do you want me to wash this? I whispered, my hands trembling even more than they already were. Larry's eyes softened slightly, but immediately darkened. He looks over at Sal. You're seriously going to fall for his bullshit, Sal? Have you forgotten everything he's done to us? Everything he's done to you? He wants to change, Larry, Sal defended, his voice sharp. I couldn't stop shame from forming in me. I did not deserve his loyalty. I was awful to him. I hurt him because I hated myself more than I loved him. So what? You're too forgiving, Sal. One day it'll come back to bite you in the ass. Larry's words slammed into me harder than my father's fists ever had. I retreated back into the kitchen, my shoulders tense, braced for impact. I silently began to wash the dishes, all of them, not just mine. I washed the dishes as if they were my sins, scrubbing each one. I failed everyone, including God. I spaced out, trying to silence my brain and block their voices from my ears. I scrubbed each plate vigorously, every plate, bowl, fork, spoon, cup, until nothing was left. My sleeves were soaking wet. I looked down at my hands and turned off the water, hitting my head as a weak sob escaped me. Weak, the word repeated to myself endlessly. And that is all that I have. This is my first video, so I'm completely welcome to constructive criticism and how to edit my videos. Thank you for watching if you made it this far into the video, and yeah, I hope you have a good day. Bye!